In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the Ayurvedic hair tea. Absolutely love this hair tea. I put it together because hair teas are especially amazing if you have locks, you want to do rinses, you just want to start with an Ayurvedic hair regimen. You're not really sure where to start, but you want to get benefits from a lot of different herbs, but you want it to be easy and simple. So the easiest way to use it is to definitely infuse it in water and just rinse it over your hair and leave it in, kind of like when you're in the shower and you finish all your wash day steps. Just like almost how you might do an ACV rinse. You just use it as that and then you'll be done. You can leave it in. That's probably the easiest way to use Ayurvedic hair tea. And the Ayurvedic hair tea is infused with 10 hair growth herbs. These 10 Ayurvedic herbs include henna, amla, fenugreek, haritaki, brahmi, bringraj, ginger, we got ashwagandha, rosemary, moringa. And it comes with 2 tea bags. These tea bags actually are going to be changed to 4. So because we are repackaging the style of this hair tea in particular, they're actually on sale. They're usually $18 each and they're only $6. I would highly recommend you grab yours up. And the reason being is that some of the tea bags do tear. And then you're like, oh, what do I do when this happens? The tea bag tears, the powder is in the box all over the place. What do you do? And mind you, the powdery kind of way that it is in the box is pretty normal because like tea, when you buy any kind of tea, for the most part, not every tea, but you will get a little bit of extra kind of tea powder, especially when it's very, very fine, and this one definitely is. And look, broken. So what are you gonna do with a broken tea bag? Look, what is the best way? Oh yeah. So I get it. I know that it can be wow, the powder is kind of everywhere from the tea. But this tea is so good, it's so worth it. So I'm gonna show you 3 easy ways to use your Ayurvedic hair tea and any hair tea when it's loose. You can use this with any tea, but you're gonna love this tea. So step number 1. This is one of the ways that you can use the Ayurvedic hair tea when it's loose. You can infuse it in an oil to make a really potent hair growth oil. So you're gonna take your very favorite hair growth oil, amla oil, one of the top #1 hair oils for promoting hair growth, because amla has actual studies that proves that amla does help with hair growth. And then you're going to take some of this loose tea and get it into your oil, just as so. For a container like this, which I think is about 6 to 8 ounces, use 2 good tablespoons. Stir, make sure it gets really soaked very, 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 very nicely. And you can see this is something you definitely don't want in your hair as is. And I'm gonna show you what to do to make sure that you don't get all those herbs in your hair. So this is kind of the old-fashioned, kind of traditional way to infuse hair growth oils and any herbs that you love and want to infuse. This is the old school way. So just cover that up and then you can store it. Some people keep it in the cupboard, but did you know that actually putting this right into the sunlight is the best way to infuse it, because infusions love some nice warm heat. So keep it in the sunlight. That's a great way to infuse your oils. Another way that you can do some infusion to kind of get it started is to use a crock pot. If you haven't seen my other videos when I use a very small, cute crock pot to infuse and melt a lot of my products, that when I'm using it as a DIY method and a lot of hair treatments, I use that crock pot. You definitely should get one of those too. It comes in handy for a lot of Ayurvedic hair care recipes. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to have on hand. But you can keep this in the sunlight for a couple weeks. So yes, infusions do take a while. If you want a really good infusion, we're talking about 30 days, 45 days. So make sure that you prepare. And if you want to use something right in between, in the meantime, just grab your amla oil or your Ayurvedic hair oil that we carry, and you can use that in the meantime while you're waiting for this to be ready. Once it's ready, what do you do? Well, look at this. You don't want this in your hair just as so. I mean, look at that. Do you want all those bits in your hair? No, I don't think you want all those bits in your hair. Ugh, yeah, not fun. What I love to do to strain is I have wide mouth cup like this. I put a cheap stocking in there and just pour it right into this container. And then, ooh, look at this. Look at all the herbs we have cut up. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That's amazing. I'm going to use my cup that I just had. You can also drip this out. I really recommend you try to get as much of the oil out so you don't lose anything. But look at this. Look at all the herbs it caught, guys. When it's done and you're satisfied and very oily, keep some paper towels handy. Girl, or just rub it in your hair right now. Just go for it. Just put some in your hair. And then from there, you're probably going to just want to go ahead and toss that out, or you can clean it out. But it's just that be careful when you're cleaning things that are going to come in contact with oils, because water and oil, you know, sometimes can, you know, attract a lot of bacteria. So you want to make sure that everything that you're using for oil infusions is dry. We got that. Oh, and there's our oil. Okay, look at that oil. I love it. So now what do we do? Well, first of all, I don't want to spill it. So I'm going to transfer it into this glass container. Oh my God, guys, look at this oil. So look how potent this oil is. Oh my goodness. So, and then we get to pouring it right into our bottle, any bottle that you'd like to. You can even use a Spritz bottle if you want to like spray the oil on your hair. Oh yes, or you can use this applicator bottle. We have some online at hennasooq.com. So this is an oil infusion, and you can use this as an applicator bottle right onto your hair. Spread a little in your hands, throughout your hair, and brush it through. And make sure you just wipe it down because it's probably a little greasy. So this is a great way to apply and just easily just pop off the cap, put a little bit right into your hand and spread it throughout, you know, and then from there just store it in a cool, dark place. It probably is going to be about as good as the oil that you chose as your base. Like the amla oil and any of our hair growth oils will be good for up to 2 years. So it lasts a long time, but I'm sure you're going to get through this oil very quickly. So another way that you can infuse your Ayurvedic hair tea is in some warm to hot water. And that'll probably take 24 to 40, I say give it 48 hours, you know, make it really rich and potent, because let it really soak really well. And as you can see in this, it's broken. So now what do you have bits and you don't want this all in your hair? You go back to using the same straining method. I'm actually going to reuse the oil one that I just used because I want to get a little bit oil this time into this hair spritz, which is a really great way to add even more moisture. But as I mentioned earlier, it is time sensitive, so you don't want to make too much. If you make a lot of this type of infusion, just freeze some in ice cube trays, you know, or little bottles. Try to freeze it because without a preservative, it can go bad very quickly. Just make a small amount at a time, because you're going to be measuring out your own herbs. Again, like probably 2 to 3 good tablespoons to about 6 to 8 ounces of water is plenty. So just pour it right into your magical stocking strainer. Just pour all that. It's going to catch up all the herbs. Yes, let's catch up those herbs. Ooh, yes. Look at all these herbs it caught up. Oh, it caught up a lot. And what we're gonna do next is pour it into a spray bottle. So I don't make a big old mess. I'm gonna pour it into another glass container. All that moisture floating. Oh, I love it. And just pour it into your spray bottle. Oh my gosh, look at all that goodness. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, and I got herbs everywhere. No judging. This is the cost. A little bit of herbs, you know, and boom, all you gotta do is mist this. Yeah. Oh yeah, you see that? That makes me so happy. So this is amazing for your hair. Anytime you're feeling like it's shedding, it needs moisture, boom. Yeah, this works. As simple as it is hair teas and spritzes. Your hair wants moisture, wants water. So yes, use this. You have leftovers. And you're like, well, I don't really want to freeze it, and I actually need it. I want to use it for something right now. You know what we can do? Using your very favorite hair mask treatment. Happens to be goddess hair. Love it. Just pour that into a bowl, as is. And then from there, using your liquid that you made with your hair tea with floating oils in there, like extra hair growth. I mean, come on. This mask is about to be everything. Just pour it into the bowl and mix your mask up. I always recommend that you add like a little at a time, slowly, because that way you have more control on how the mask will be. It won't be too runny, it won't be too thick. You'll be able to control exactly how it comes out so much more better. And if you guys could smell what this smelled like, oh my gosh, you'd wish that you were here with me right now. You probably start telling yourself, Khadija, I wish you could do this treatment for me. I got you, because I need you guys to put all that good juju in the air, prayers, vibes, everything. We're really trying to find a place and open up in Columbia, Maryland. So I just miss you guys. I want to see you guys again. I want to do community events. We want to talk about hair. We want to have fun. So please send some good vibes and some prayers for that. Please, please, please. Oh my gosh, so good. So that's another way that you can use the Ayurvedic hair tea. So I implore you to go and get your Ayurvedic hair tea, because once the new packaging comes, and because we've redesigned even the box, and it's gonna go back to $18. So I highly recommend that you grab this up. And if you do get the Ayurvedic hair tea, it's going to be good for another 2 years. And once it's frozen and you have batches made, even if you do any Ayurvedic hair mask, anything that you do that I show you, you can usually freeze it. The only exceptions are like Moroccan henna and indigo. Those are the only exceptions, but you can freeze everything else. But people have been asking if they have to freeze like the deep conditioners that we have. They don't actually have to be frozen. Like, don't put Cocoa Veda hair mask in the freezer. The Sweet Honey hair nourisher, no. Everything actually has a preservative, even the henna bar masks. We used to not a long time ago, but because of the heat and because some of the issues we were having, we started putting preservative in there so that they would last longer. We still recommend the henna bar masks be put into the freezer though for longevity. And plus they just stay really nice and like in their consistency when they're kept frozen. And otherwise though, if you do keep it out and you've forgotten, don't worry, it's not bad. You can still use it. So this is 3 ways to use the Ayurvedic hair tea when it comes broken and you're feeling really upset and like what the heck, Khadija, it's a mess. Yes, we know, we're sorry. We're going to fix that in the new packaging. But in the meantime, this is the 3 ways that you can easily use it. It will not go to waste. It's worth it. So take advantage of $6 for an Ayurvedic hair tea, 100 grams. That's a lot. That's a lot of good old hair tea and herbs for your hair. And you could do so many treatments. Like, this is probably 8 weeks worth of treatments. You got your hair growth oil, you got your spritz, you got your mask. I mean, it goes a really long way. You might run out of mask a little bit, but this is gonna last you a really long time, especially if you are freezing it. So which one was your favorite way to use the Ayurvedic hair tea? What will you be trying out? I wanna know in the comments below. And tell me also, what's your favorite mask that you think you're going to be using with this? I would love to hear your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, get notified, because we have videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and you do not want to miss, because sometimes I will jump on here live, and if you're not subscribed and don't get the notifications, you're gonna miss all the good stuff I got coming for you guys. And I will be live very soon. I will be doing a giveaway of some of the boxes, so stay tuned. I'm gonna let you know when that will be. It'll be very soon. All right, have an amazing day. I will see you next time.